banging on your chip when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action.
Now the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Crowd getting in a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This defense for the Bears, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The drive will start with an option going left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Now Fields. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Touchdown!
Christian Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On first down, Fields.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Bears at 8-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Fields. Montgomery hauling in the slant pass. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again is Fields.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. Off play action, Fields.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw is Fields. Able to find Pryor. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He let the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He completes it to Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Fields on first down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Powell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Jones on the return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Play action. It's Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Rodgers gonna throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, an 18-yard touchdown ground. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the run?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever. Now it's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On first down, Fields. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Packers 31, Bears 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Green Bay, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.